poke around. We're doing trouble this time. Don't got no heart. Don't got no heart. Ain't got no heart. You just gotta poke around. Don't got no rush and dance. Just gotta poke around.
The oldest juveniles in the state of California, the Grateful Dead.
San Francisco, California, 1965. It was a time of freedom and innovation in the spirit of rock and roll. Psychedelics were the rage thanks to the government's experiments with LSD. 5 neighborhood kids came together where they gained a local reputation for their improvisational jam style. The band held many free concerts in which they gave away LSD in order to combine its effect with the music. In the heart of it all evolved the Grateful Dead.
On the drums on stage left, Mr. Mickey Hart. On bass and vocals, Mr. Philip Lesh. On rhythm guitar and vocals, Mr. Bob Weir. On the drums on stage right, Mr. Bill Kreutzmann. On the vocals, Mrs. Donna Jean Gotcho. On lead guitar and vocals, Mr. Jerry Garcia.
I know hippies, not bathing.
People who are filthy.
People who don't bathe, who ride around in vans. They break down on the side of the road.
People who are filthy.
Dead fans.
Selected
Blood
friends of
bar,
mine.
dead fans.
People who smoke dope. What is?
I think a hippie is probably something that doesn't exist really anymore. Something from the 1960s. There's still very few hippies around.
I like to say peace.
Hippie.
Yeah.
I don't know, a happy, intelligent person pursuing individual endeavors. Hippies died in 1967. They killed them.
Just an open, free-loving person with an open mind, ready to experience life.
How do you deprive a hippie? Hide daddy's credit card under a bar of soap.
See, that's not. Those,
I mean, that's
totally sums up like a lot of people that really aren't hippies. You know, they're just like, oh, I'm a hippie, but I got my dad's credit card.
You can be.
I think it's a state of mind. But as far as the Grateful Dead and hippies and that correlation, I was a hippie with a bank card.
He's got his hippie membership card.
Tell me what this is. Year one.
Show it. You gotta show it.
That's straight out of boarding school back in New York.
There was this hippie couple. This beautiful boy and this beautiful girl, both wearing skirts.
I mean, we listen to rock and roll music and smoke pot.
Well, according to some people, it's just, ponytail and a beard, but I think it's more of a state of mind.
I like how hippies dance.
I don't think hippies and the Grateful Dead really have much to do with each other.
Hippies are kind of screwy too. I hope you don't think I'm a hippie.
What was my least favorite is also my most favorite, because it's just being there in the atmosphere on the road and in the whole thing, just in the whole, just living it all, just dancing and shaking your bones.
But the point where I finally realized that I was a deadhead was when they did Morning Dew.
I just love every song Jerry ever sang. Basically.
I started Grateful Dead when I was in 6th grade with my parents' friends. And I pretty much slept through the whole thing because I didn't really appreciate it.
Be young and still experience 72 of the best nights of my life with the Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead. Driving around, just trying to get to the next show. How are you gonna make it to the next show? That was the best thing.
I love that little transport the night in between when you gotta move cities, and it's just like a mad dash to the next city. I think that's I love that stuff.
3 people in the back of a Forerunner for like 9 hours to get to these shows.
I'm tired, I'm cold, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ride on a train in the cold all the way to Chicago to see these great lead shows. Just what you gotta do, you gotta be in the show.
And your biggest ambition in life is to get, 1 ticket. I mean, hello. Let's talk.
If you don't have tickets, you gotta get tickets, which is a big part of the parking lot too. A lot of hanging out, a lot of food, beer, friends, people playing music in their cars and a lot, walking around, a lot of people selling stuff.
The scene is definitely has its its positives and negatives.
Big rows of people hanging out. It was crazy.
Parking lot scene, I'm not a fan of the parking lot scene.
I think it falls on both people. The cops overreacting and people being greedy and selfish and causing the scene to deteriorate.
And when you hit inside, that's what you're there for. So the whole world outside's like it's such a crazy bonus.
It's not so much like friends. There's definitely like a market that goes on there.
Capitalism. There was a market for it, and people took advantage of it.
A lot of people want to see the sound, hear the colors.
We had to talk about drugs.
This was also the first show that I had partaked of certain deviant substances. And
madness. You gotta think, where am I? What city are we in? Where's the car? Who did I come with? How did I get here? And where are we going next?
I don't know how many shows I've been to. People ask me that. I don't know, I can only remember one. It's all the same one.
I can't say that I don't find it funny sometimes when I see these kids get lost in their drugs and their music.
But drugs come with it. They definitely enhance certain experiences. Music will be one of them.
Played more shows than any other band in history. Never done heroin, but I guess it's like heroin. You never feel so good. You can't do it once. You got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Like, I guess that's how Jerry died, isn't it?
Garcia was found dead at a drug rehabilitation center, reportedly of natural causes.
I don't know if you've heard yet. The auras in the air.
Our friend, that Grateful Dead guy, he died.
Jerry Garcia, since he basically promoted drug abuse, form of pot smoking and heroin, he's against the Bible in terms of Revelation. It says all sorcerers will have their place in the lake of fire.
Jerry Garcia died this morning in his sleep. And getting goosebumps about it now. His time came. The 90s wasn't the world he was meant to be in.
I swear, he made eye contact with me. He definitely was looking at the cute girl behind me, but he was looking at me.
So it was really sad because it just lost that whole connection of just being able to gather.
So it was cloudy and it was rainy, and it was like God was crying.
I figured if I make it through tonight, I'll be okay. And I did.
It was a time that I was thankful that I was able to experience firsthand what I know grandchildren could be asking so many questions about.
An incredible rock star who had every kid in the stands waiting on his next verse.
Mr. Garcia's just whole thing was to, just play the music for the people. That's all he wanted to do, just put smiles.
I sure miss him. Oh, I sure miss him.
That's what the music did for me. It brought me to emotions I didn't know I was capable of.
It's the occasional show that I missed. I was like, fuck.
It's a great thing. The Dead. It was sad.
With the stream of an eagle on the fly, I will walk alone by the black muddy river and listen to the ripples as they moan.